Okay, so this story is actually pretty tongue-in-cheek. I just thought it was hilarious. I 26 meters and my wife 28 feet have been together since high school. When we first started dating, we took each other's virginities when I was 16 and she was 18. We were both still in high school at the time. Honestly, the whole relationship was pretty adorable right from the start. Holding hands on the bus, us getting off at the wrong bus stop so I could spend more time walking her home, us kissing on an old wooden bridge while it rained. Very Hallmark type of stuff. As we grew older, I would tease her that because I was 16 and she was technically an adult, that means she technically groomed me, her being a 5'2" innocent Catholic girl, and me being a 5'9" lacrosse player. Her deflection for this was that the age of consent in our state is 16. But one night we were drinking and the same old joke came up. That led us to do some research on the actual law. Turns out, yes, the age of consent is 16, but the relationship has to at the approval of the younger party's parents. My wife then claimed that because my mom would buy my condoms for Christmas, it was my mom's way of consenting to us having sex. Fast forward to this year, my mother was staying over at the house because she was on a business trip and didn't want to pay for any hotels. Once again, I brought up the joke, and my wife then used her trump card about my mom buying condoms, which means everything was cool. My mom then turned and looked at her and said, I didn't consent to you two having sex. I just bought my son condoms because I didn't want him getting any girls pregnant. I knew I couldn't stop him from having sex, but if he was going to, I wanted him to use protection. I don't think I've laughed that hard in years, so now because of this revelation, I can now say the canonical story of events for me and my wife's long and very happy marriage starts with her grooming me as a young teen, technically molesting me, and then through her manipulating my young mind, she convinced me to buy and ring and propose to her on the top of a mountain, overlooking a lake on a camping trip we went on together. Long story short, according to Reddit logic, my wife is a pedophile and a child molester, and I've sentenced her to asking for forgiveness over her large collection of Jesus candles. I told her not to be looking at the baby Jesus candle because I just know. Before the comment section starts freaking out. Yes, I know there are real victims in this world, and this story isn't meant to belittle their experience. I'm just trying to tell a wholesome and funny story that's finally come to a close. Edit. This post has made me realize that a lot of people either don't have a friendship with their significant other, where there are recurring jokes, or they aren't in a relationship with their best friend. They're in a relationship with their bully.